Hi folks, Pammy here from Pammy's Peck of Pursuits. And today we're back in the kitchen. We're going to be making some Swiss steak in the slow cooker for tomorrow, and we're making some juicy burgers for tonight. Stay tuned to the end for a bit of a treat. In the meantime, like and subscribe, and let's get going. As you can see, we put the tree up last weekend to get that ready for Christmas. Thanksgiving's over, and I love to have the tree up for a reasonable amount of time. Now I'd like to just show you the first fruits of my garden. These are the first tomatoes of the season, and I'm looking forward to a bumper crop. Okay, let's get started. We've got some chuck steak here that we are going to cut into pieces, and then we are going to tenderize it. It's always fun tenderizing meat. You can take your aggression out on a slab of raw meat. I've got a plate of flour with some salt and pepper in it to dredge the meat when it's finished being tenderized, and that will go into a pan with some hot oil in it just to sear the meat and brown it, get some flavor onto it. Searing the meat just adds some flavor to the meat as it cooks. So into the pan it goes. And we'll just brown that off. Okay, now that that's browning, we are going to just chop some vegetables. We've got some onions, some carrots, and some celery that we're just going to chop up in chunks, not with small dices, just chunks. And as we get those vegetables ready, we're just going to put them in the bottom of the slow cooker. Put them all in the bottom of the slow cooker. Make sure that meat's not burning. And once all the veggies are chopped and in the slow cooker, we're just going to add a half a cup of red wine, and just give that meat another turn just before we put it into the slow cooker with the veggies. Just going to add a 400 gram tin of diced tomatoes on top of those vegetables, and about a tablespoon of Worcester sauce. And then we've got about a cup and a half, a bit of garlic we'll sprinkle in there as well. Got about a cup and a half of beef broth that I made with some lovely beef bones. Give that a stir, and we're just going to place the meat on top of those vegetables. Give that last piece a turn and get it browned on the other side. Ready to go. And there we go. Into the crock pot it goes. And on will go the lid. And that can simmer away in the slow cooker for about 6 hours. Just going to deglaze that pan with a little bit more of the red wine and pop that into the crock pot so that we don't lose any of those yummy flavors. go. There we go. That's dinner for tomorrow night. For dinner tonight, we're having burgers. So I'm going to start with 500 grams of ground beef and about 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. We've got a bit of garlic, maybe a teaspoon of garlic granules, and about 1/4 of a cup of loosely packed dried parsley. As you can see, I don't really measure stuff when I do this kind of thing. It's just to taste. I do measure some things, but we're also going to pop in about a teaspoon of dried mint. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and a tablespoon of relish. It's about a tablespoon. I'm just cleaning out the jar, so that goes in there. And pop in an egg just to bind it all together, and get in there down and dirty with your hands, and mix it till it's just all blended nicely. All the flavors and the meat and the breadcrumbs and everything is held together nicely. We're going to take it out. We're going to make it into about tennis ball size balls. We're going to make 4 of them with the 500 grams of beef. So there's your 4 balls, and then we're just going to flatten them, and into the oven they go for about 40 minutes at 180 degrees.
One?
No, it's mine.